Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say, where's Dashie? Dashie is currently still in the home over in New York. Be back there in a couple weeks, and y'all get to see Dashie again. I know that's why most of y'all actually join. Anywho, right now, we'll start off with OMI, and then we'll get into the title, we'll get into the haters, get into all that. OMI's down about 3.3% today, 00063. With that, there's not a ton of volume, 423,000. Actually, not very much at all. What happened to the days where we were getting 1 and 2 million volume? Well, that was happening when things were going pretty well. A few months ago, they had announced only the NFT was their main priority, and BitForex was open to all Americans. Now, currently, BitForex is closed to all Americans, closed to everyone, shut down. There are rumors, however, that they will come back. Rumors being from the former executive over from BitForex having contact with the team, letting us know, whether true or not, that they were talking with authorities, that they were talking with people, and hopefully people will get access to their accounts back or they'll get money back. Whatever it is, we're not 100% sure, even if any of those things might happen, but it might. And that might turn things around. So despite us getting 2 new exchanges in the last 6 weeks, with MEXC and BitGet, half of the entire world is cut off. It's America. I mean, half of, or more than half of all people that are buying and keeping the volume on VeVe are Americans. And they can't really buy OMI that way, at least not efficiently. You can go to Uniswap, you can go to Coinbase Wallet. It's pretty easy to do. It's just you have to go in and you have to say, hey, I'm willing to spend $50 per transaction on fees and gas. And it's just a reality. Up until a few days ago. A few days ago, we had a liquidity pool launch on Base. That liquidity pool launching on Base, we're not 100% sure where it's from. A lot of people are speculating that it has something to do with Stacker. This coming off the heels that we have to go in, and we don't have to, but we get to go in and log in through VeVe, through the Stacker app, and we're able to see a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll go over a couple of their statistics that they have brought out over the next few minutes. But first, we have to go to Paul Barron. But anyway, right now we have 276,000 in liquidity on the OMI liquidity pool on Base, on Uniswap. And typically where it costs about $30 to $50 to go and purchase something on Uniswap via ETH, it costs pennies to do here, 2 to 5 cents, give or take. There was somebody a buddy of mine that did it yesterday, $10,000 worth, went in, paid a couple cents in gas fees. That was it. Can this happen? Why are we down 3.3% today? We do have a 71 million OMI sell wall over on Ascendex. It is at the 00068, though a lot of people are selling below it. That's why we have the 00063 right now on average. But does OMI's health really matter if VeVe is dying? Is VeVe dying? Well, VeVe is dead, in quotes. That has been the narrative since the beginning of 2023, when the Paul Barron network has been targeting VeVe in an attempt to undermine the platform, while subsequently propping up or promoting several other collectible companies in the space. At first, comments made by the Paul Barron network were easy to ignore and did not warrant a response. Seeing other companies receiving praise or attention could be used to light a fire under VeVe to innovate and grow. So in 2022, 2023, we let a lot of these things slide. After all, a rising tide raises all ships. However, as 2023 has come to an end and 2024 has progressed, there has been a clear and repetitive escalation of comments made by the Paul Barron network attacking VeVe, both the direction and the credibility of the platform, and culminating in the statement of Paul Barron that he said notably many times, VeVe is dead. A while ago, you had Paul Barron network, Death Bunny posted about Paul Barron network, setting out to FUD VeVe, previously commenting what is preventing Animoca brands from pushing their direct jump from Web 2 to Web 3. Web 2.5 is the way to bridge Web 2 to Web 3, but Animoca brands are too blind to see it. They're too arrogant to admit otherwise. And I have to say, I agree 100,000%. Statement comes off the heels of Paul sharing a clip from his video, VeVe becomes anti-Web 3, wherein speculation occurs on potential delays and scaling issues within VeVe. Paul Barron says, as a reminder to the VeVe crowd, we, as in Paul Barron network, they are pro Web 3, and the future of self-custody and experience is ultimate. What we see in the space today needs to adjust before it's too late, which I thought was rather interesting. Because in my opinion, that brings me to a quote from the Mighty Ducks movie, D2, The Mighty Ducks. The teacher Michelle talks about how in ancient Greece, they didn't have professional sports or Wheaties boxes. They competed for something different. They competed for pride. And where Fulton, one of the Bash brothers, asked if America always dominated, she responds, no, America wasn't around back then. Don't forget that compared to other countries, America is still young, forming its own identity. Where, America is a couple hundred years old. So Paul Barron, where he thinks he knows where Web3 is going, Web3 is so young. How does he know where it's going to go? I would argue that he doesn't. Another video was released about a month after April 2023, after a VeVe community update, in which VeVe addressed concerns with several areas of their development, including the onboarding of new teams in key areas of growth and engagement. If anyone remembers that update or they don't remember, let's fret not. I have receipts. What came in that community update of 1 year ago today? Team development and growth. New teams that specialize are being onboarded in specific key areas of growth, engagement, commerce, and more. A lot of it had to do with the blockchain team that they had acquired. Not they acquired. They had hired out. They were planning to merge accounts. Remember, the last day of last year, of April 30th, last day of April, you had to have KYC'd both accounts. I know this seems like ancient history, but it happened about 12 months ago. They had a payout update. Payout remains available to US users only. And again, they had fixed that soon after. The provider was working on re-enabling an internal payout issue, and it happened immediately. They're working on navigating several regulatory challenges around offering new solutions, including crypto payout. And it seems to me that a few months ago, when I think it was Candy Digital had said, oh, hey, by the way, our payout is paused, Paul Barron was nowhere to be seen. MCP. They had full MCP points and ranks breakdowns on the blog, and now not only does everybody have MCP, but we're able to use it on all drops, small and large. Beta test had been rolled out at that time as well. They talked about MCP and OUP, and everyone said, oh, OUP is never going to come. Not only did a few months later did we get the ability to stake our OMI, or the ability to hold our OMI on the VeVe app, thus getting more MCP points. Then we were able to go and use those MCP points, and now not only are we getting that, we're getting bronze tickets, and we most recently just got a secret rare drop for people that hold 10 million OMI or more, and those people got basically a free $1,800. They updated crafting and burning. They had a wait list. They had people go into their VeVeverse beta. So all of this coming right off the heels of Paul Barron saying that, praising, calling out the VeVe community for not being pro Web3. Paul Barron Network further perpetuated the anti-Web3 narrative while sharing clips from Yatsu, who is the chairman of Animoca Brands, who discusses his disbelief of what Web 2.5 companies are not needed to onboard people to Web3. I mean, I have a quote from my good friend, oh God, where are we at here? From Perianne Boring, and I'll read you the quote in T-minus a few seconds. There's a bunch of other news to go on, but Perianne Boring, she'll be coming on the podcast at some point, says 400 million people have invested in crypto today, but only 5 million are using the technology. We need to bridge this gap between the users and the investors. So again, when you have the chairman of Animoca Brands discussing his belief that Web 2.5 companies are not needed to onboard people to Web3, I think you have a bit of a disconnection there. You have somebody that, like a lot of our politicians, maybe they can't relate to the normal everyday people. I believe that some people are so engrossed in their culture, so engrossed in this fishbowl, that they think everyone's into Web3. Oh, it's super easy. It's not. Try to get grandma or grandpa to go and do a Dropbox. Try to get them to go and do airdrop anything. You can't. Getting them to go and have wrapped Ethereum on a MetaMask, it's not going to happen. You need Web 2.5 companies like VeVe's got 1 foot in the door in Web 2, 1 foot in the door in Web 3. They have Fidgetals. They're currently bridging that system. Seems that a lot of times politicians get praised, whether a Democrat or Republican reaches across party lines and get those votes. Working together is something that we probably should do a little bit more often, but we just don't get to do all that often. Why isn't VeVe getting that praise for bridging those two worlds of Web 2 and Web 3? So Sue did not mention VeVe in his clip, but Paul Barron Network makes a point to specifically reference VeVe as the target of Sue's comments. Paul Barron Network also goes on to tag several brands, including Animoca Brands, as well as Quid, Mochaverse, both of which are founded or funded by Animoca. Quid obviously filing for bankruptcy, and Mochaverse I've never heard of before. Sue goes on to state that the mechanism to bridge people from Web 2 to Web 3 is financial literacy. However, Sue also notes that 1 to 3% of the world is financially illiterate, which clearly illustrates the massive barrier to entering Web3 that currently exists. At the time, Foster Hilt had drafted a response to Paul Barron Network speaking on the barriers to entry and how having avenues such as VeVe to onboard users who needed extra education could coexist alongside fully native Web3 options, which already exist in the space. Foster's response was saying, quote, I think it's pretty naive to assume that people can be educated and onboarded seamlessly without providing the masses the tools to bridge the gaps which currently exist. He talks about how everyone has a bank account, but not everyone knows how to invest, which again is false. I'll go over that in a minute. The solution is to teach and educate people on how to invest. You don't just give them a brokerage account and say good luck. To ignore the iterative process needed to bridge existing gaps is a disservice to the space as a whole. When I first got into crypto, it took me several YouTube videos, asking on social media, and losing or misplacing funds in order to buy. The masses already have misconceptions about Web3, crypto, and NFTs to begin with. A certain amount of hand-holding and warming people up to these things is always a good idea. It's not as if projects don't exist in Web3 that allow people to fully onboard and integrate immediately. But there's no reason why projects that provide users with a stepping stone is a bad thing. VeVe has sold 8 million, which is now probably 12 million digital collectibles over the period of 2.5 years. And there's obviously a user base who enjoys a project for what it is. Could there be improvements and bridges towards a more Web3 centric ideology? Of course. But my mom doesn't have time to learn how to set up a MetaMask, buy crypto, deal with gas fees, and deal with private keys and self-storage. She will use her credit card to buy Winnie the Pooh in a few minutes, though, because she likes it. Disappointing take, Paul. Thought that was a very fantastic thing from Foster, obviously, end quote. The Paul Barron Network does appear to support the view of Sue, but upon further investigation, it's clear that this goes directly against assertions that Paul himself makes about the Web3 landscape and the ability to onboard users in the space so easily. Alongside the Paul Barron Network, Paul is also CEO and founder of Rever Networks, Inc., founded in 2015. Paul still lists himself as CEO on LinkedIn. Rever focuses on blockchain technology, metaverse, NFT, and crypto gaming, connecting companies to the next generation of technology. Now, on their website, Rever offers consulting services for organizations looking to navigate the complex world of Web3, and they understand the translation from Web2 to Web3 can be challenging. I don't think they really do. But while reviewing the tweets written by Paul Barron Network about VeVe, again, mostly in 2023, I haven't bothered to pay attention because, unsuccessful. But he says, I observed that Paul Barron Network also began to cover several projects owned or funded by Animoca brands, as I've said recently, like Quid, and Cryptoids. Before the start of 2023, and this is what's going to be known as the Barron Index, Paul Barron Network mentioned or interacted with Animocan brands on a company founded in 2014, 0 times on their platform. From January 1st to the rest of 2023, Animoca brands have been mentioned a couple dozen times. Before the start of 2023, Paul Barron Network mentioned or interacted with Quid, owned by Animoca, and around since 2017. They've been around for years, 0 times on their platform. But again, well over a dozen times Quid has been mentioned in 2023 alone. Before the start of 2023, Paul Barron Network mentioned or interacted with Yatsu, who's chairman of Animoca, 0 times on their platform. And from January 1st to today's date, Sue has been mentioned over 40 different times. So before the start of 2023, Paul Barron mentioned or interacted with Cryptoids, which was again created in 2021 by On-Chain Studios and receivers of $23 million funding round by investors, including Animoca, 0 times on his platform. From January 1st to today's date, over 10 times Cryptoids has been mentioned by him. Paul Barron Network cites their biggest issue with VeVe, that being the project is anti-Web3. However, again, about 1 year ago, VeVe released their monthly community update, which included feedback on their interoperability, which is part of their long-term objectives. Again, they have since gotten a couple of more new, new exchanges. They've released countless updates. We get new updates on our phones every couple of weeks, thanks to VeVe. They're over-the-air software updates, very nice. But Paul Barron Network released a video about Cryptoids on May 19th of last year, referring to it as everything we've been asking for a long, long time, end quote. To date, Cryptoids has no secondary marketplace, no cash out of funds, no self-custody, and no interoperability of assets. So it seems like Paul Barron is He says he's pro or anti Web3, depending. A company is pro or anti Web3 depending on what narrative Paul Barron wants it to fit. And again, on May 5th, Paul Barron released a ranking of digital platforms in the digital collectible NFT space and ranked the projects on several different categories. Flowverse, Quid, and Wax all beat out VeVe on their overall rankings. All three are funded by Animoca. Quid, all of these, Quid and Wax are done. Flowverse, neither here nor there. But is VeVe dead? Again, VeVe has sold over 12 million digital collectibles and comics to over 650,000 users across the globe, netting hundreds of millions in the process of their business, as well as major licenses such as Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, Lamborghini, and hundreds of others. While every drop might not sell out immediately or sometimes even at all, VeVe does continue to build and has sold about 70% of their last 12 different drops. Despite market sentiment, consumer confidence, or any of the many other factors that might affect a company's ability to successfully scale in this emerging market, I believe it's to be considered that VeVe is the most successful. They are number one, and everyone else is competing for a long, long distance second. Now, a certain amount of criticism is rightly deserved, and there are many things that VeVe could do better. I've talked about which a lot on my channel. But one thing that this project has and will continue to have over every other space is a community that has been built. By every objective and measurable metric, VeVe is not dead. It was never dead. It's not dying. And so long as the community supports it, it never will. Something tells me that Paul is going to be regretting this, yet again, wrong decision for a very, very, very long time. And again, I want to go in and read a highlight. This is something that I had written a couple months ago. Just gonna pop over the Coors Light. Cheers, everybody. A few months ago, I was at something called what some would say Whale Week. And Whale Week is a thing that I do every now and then. I'm currently at a whale month. But a few months ago, I was here having people get their stuff off Bit4X, helping them buy OMI. And the whale that, kind of flew me out here, flew me back first class. And I decided to write a little something while I was, drunk on a plane. It's like, what if I told you that OMI will likely double in the next 4 weeks? What if you wake up one day and realize that the bearish sentiment we've had the last few years was just a few determined bears and fudders with multiple accounts? What if propping up and listening to unsuccessful YouTubers has endangered your bags? What if one day it dawns on us that losing out on $1 million of gains is not a fair trade-off for refusing to buy because you're mad at a few delays? What if we realize that traders, even though sometimes successful, are almost always worse off than the investors that buy and hold good tokens and projects? What if the hysterical bears weren't telling the truth and that they're just salty that they're getting squeezed and missing buying the bottom? What if the community realizes that even though they missed the bottom, it's not too late to buy and still potentially see, for me, at least a 200x return on this investment? That would get you up to about 12 cents. What if the bulls once again realize that their only logical step is to double down on possibly the greatest investment of their life? What if the masses wake up and realize that the VeVe company is already disrupting the collectibles business and is in the perfect spot to potentially be a $1 trillion company one day? What if people realize that the risk to reward ratio for OMI is much simpler than the unsuccessful fudders tell them? What if I tell you that I have seen the future and have known all along what's about to happen? What if I told you that this was just the beginning and that I knew what was coming all along? There's a reason why I don't know if I can say that. There's a reason why I have certain relationships in this business. There's a reason why I'm trusted in this business. There's a reason why I've been successful in the past in these types of businesses. Follow the money. See where a bunch of this stuff is going. And one day, if you follow the money and do what successful people do, one day you might have what they have. That's the goal, right? Anyway, we have a bunch of other news to go through. I've already talked about Perianne boring. So, and I will get to comments in a bit. We do have, also, for Paul Barron, let me go in and actually, let me look at this freaking thing. Based on the thumbnail reads, Solana will be the death of VeVe. D Reader app is the future of digital comics. And then he tags Kyle Wilson and Solana. First off, Kyle Wilson does not work for the company. He hasn't worked for the company for several months. Seems like this is engagement farming at its finest. Kyle Wilson I've had on the channel. Kyle Wilson is a friend. Kyle Wilson is a good dude. Again, he worked for Paul Barron for a time last year and maybe even early this year. But again, he hasn't worked for them for months. So him tagging, and again, take a look at the, well, like Paul Barron, they follow me. I do not follow them. So see the follow back over there? I will never follow them. So hello from afar. Like I said, Kyle Wilson is not part of this. They do not speak for Kyle Wilson. Kyle Wilson is his own man that does not work for that company. I offered Kyle to go in and speak with me tonight. Kyle is a bit busy, at least right now, but he works for Gaming Strategist. Says he's off for the night. He worked hard today. He's with the fam tonight, so he gives his best. But yeah, he does not have the Paul Barron does not speak for Kyle. And I'm not going to go really too far into what is said about the D-Reader app guy. I think his name is not Jokic. His name is, I don't even know if I even have his name. But basically, he goes and says, not intending to kill anyone, by the way, just here to spread our gospel of digital comics with true ownership and collecting features. Corey T1 says, Paul's comments aren't helpful. All he's doing is stirring up emotions that pits one community against another. The reality is there is room for others, and we will all need each other. D-Reader says, we took a lot of inspiration from VeVe Official, for real. A portion of our community members are also VeVe users. There is an overlap, and it just doesn't make sense to divide and conquer. So I think Paul Barron's really taking a lot of this stuff out of context. So let's go over a couple of things here. Let's go back to the beginning. If I can quote Hillary Duff there. Stacker on 15 April, on the Ides of April, says, our weekly recap of VeVe Official is here, and we have some really interesting numbers for you. On that week, they had 18,573 unique users, with 1,882 new users and 102 returning users. Now, they had almost 49,000 transactions, 8,500 of which were from the Mint store. And there were over $830,000 in transactions. The US dollar amount transacted across all markets. And over almost $250,000 of that was transacted from the VeVe store. So again, you have the primary market, and then you have the store, all of which I really love. Outside of that, they had gone over and said, okay, well, that's just 1 week. What about a day when VeVe has no drops? Well, on the 17th, they go and reported that the total US value transaction, or the US dollar value transaction, was $117,000 for 2,640 transactions. And again, there's nothing that dropped on the 17th. They had the Evil Deadpool that dropped on the 16th, and they had the Silver Surfer first appearance of Mephisto that dropped on the 18th. So you had over $117,000 transacted in value on the 17th when there was no drop. The biggest transaction that was bought was $9,350 when somebody bought a Miles Morales. They had over 16 transactions which had over $1,000 in value or more. And there's 189 new collectibles from the store, even though there was no drop on that day. So again, is VeVe dead? No. Paul Barron is lying. At best, he's just incompetent and doesn't know what he's talking about. But at worst, he's lying just to try to go and line the pockets of those that are in his pockets. Again, these are all just, I wouldn't even say my opinion. I'm just throwing out what seems to be, how do you call it? Pointing out which way the evidence lies. So some more things that we have here. We have VeVe Magic saying, happy Monday today. I feel like I'm in a fog surrounded by mystery, aka Mysterio. Oh, wait, I really am. And it's her in a Marvel Mighty shirt looking at Mysterio. Can't wait to see what unfolds this week. Mr. Falcon says, I hope the fog clears. I'm also feeling foggy today. And she goes on and posts a gif of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy Norville. I don't think they have really anything to do with each other. However, in the next tweet that she posts, Smells Fun says, hopefully it's something mighty and positive. And VeVe Magic responds, I do have something pretty exciting to share soon. What is it? We're not really all sure. But typically, she doesn't do it. She's like the Watcher. The Watcher doesn't come into any Marvel scenario unless it's super important. Like when all the X-Men mutants were being attacked on Genosha, the Watcher appears. When Captain America and Tony Stark are fighting in Captain America Civil War, the Watcher appears. In Secret Wars, the Watcher appears. So he doesn't appear unless something really big is going on. Now, VeVe Magic doesn't go to every VeVe event, but she goes to a lot of them. But something that she does do that most others don't is the smaller VeVe events, or at least was advertised as a smaller VeVe event. You have Alex that, again, hasn't really posted as much for VeVe in the last month or so. Wonder if there's any transition there. But Alex had said multiple times on Spaces, guys, I don't know why you're making a big deal about South by Southwest. Obviously, as soon as he said that, we all knew, oh, it's going to be a big deal. VeVe Magic flew out for that. And not everybody did. It was actually a very small amount of people. So why did she? Well, there happened to be some really, really big news. You know how some people have gaydar? She has really big news radar. That radar that she has for big news is really, really big. So I wonder what she's talking about. Yay. We are going to have VeVe Fan Bam come on soon because we love her. Now, outside of that, we had Stacker again saying, Dear VeVe family users and stackers, we would like to apologize for any confusion, lack of information concerning the data collection during the VeVe authentication process. To clarify, they do not keep any personal data. Dr. Prophet comments, mea culpa VeVe fan. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Squid Cat says, grab the number 83 Aventador Roadster Lamborghini off the marketplace for $101. Saying this purple Lambo hits right with me, easily my favorite variant of the bunch. Sometimes VeVe just makes me feel like a kid again. Same. Let me get to comments before VeVe Fan Bam comes on. Energy, what's going on? Bill Garner said Paul Barron Network is becoming as accurate as CNN. I would say he's worse. Although it's hard to be as inaccurate as CNN. So, yeah. Energy saying maybe, not sure why they have to mention VeVe. I guess it's the fate of the Apex app. I mean, what do you have to do to stay relevant? You have to go in and you know, if you want to be the best, you have to try to beat the best. Now, obviously, nobody's going to go in and beat VeVe at what they do. They're the best at what they do. And what they do is disrupt technologies, and they do it in a very brilliant way. Again, everyone is competing for a distant second. They're years behind. Bill Garner saying, what I'm saying is all CNN does is put out disinfo. Propaganda arm of the U.S. government. Agreed. Planet Vampire says Kyle Wilson made be on Randy's old fridge. Randy got away with spelling it Wilson. I misspelled his name. Who got the last laugh? Oh, again, Kyle Wilson is a friend of mine. He's a good dude. He just happened to be tagged in that. And I think a lot of people are just kind of saying like, oh, guilty by association. Kyle, you used to work for Paul, and Paul's saying all these nasty, negative, untrue things. And they're just assuming that he speaks for Kyle, and he doesn't. Kyle's his own person. But sooner or later, it will be Paul who does take that extra L. Agreed. Paul Barron is definitely a hater. Why do haters do what they do? I mean, just, again, I've almost never been talked down to by somebody more successful than me. I cannot think of one actual thing, one actual instance. All of the negativity, in my opinion, comes from people that are less successful than me, trying to tear others down, and they think that'll propel them up. And obviously, successful people know that it doesn't. Hallmark says, good evening. Chugging hangs. Hey, Randy. Hi. What's up, Randy? I'm on Delta on the way back from Puerto Rico. Also during this trip, I hit my 5K daily MCP goal. I will never miss a drop again for the most part. My heckin' man. Good for you. Janoy Evans says, people are worried about VeVe dying. I just bought a Stormtrooper secret rare for 180 gems. That should be at least 700 anyway. Preach. Preach, my good sir. Preach. Oh, speak of the devil. And she shall appear. Bam, bam. What's going on?
Not much. I need to turn my volume up. How are y'all?
Yeah. How you doing?
Good. Just got here. I'm going to eat in front of y'all. How's it going?
It's all good. I had a lot. Oh, yeah. Get that bread. Oh.
Hey,
turn the side. What number you got, girl? What number you got?
This one is my 98.
Oh, I think I was there when you got that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, San Diego 2022. Good times. Good times.
Bitches. Just kidding. Sorry.
Planet Vampire with a super chat saying, I deleted my post before you read it. Didn't mean to engage in little Paul Barron energy.
You know what? I felt the same way. Like I'm like, just don't say anything. Just read. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. I was like, This
Oh,
mofo.
I mean, your stuff got a lot of traction.
Yeah.
Let's go in and see what deserved all this traction, shall we?
I know I haven't looked now in a little bit. My son was at a checkup, so just got home.
Well, you had stated underneath his horrendous lies that this is from the guy who gave A grades to companies that went out of business a few months later. It's okay, though. We know you're just looking for engagement on your page, and you know this is how you get it. Having over 1,100 impressions and 57 likes. Shout out to Fan Bam.
Nice. Yeah.
So
he's a little piece of cock. Like, but you know what? He needs us. He needs us.
He does. We will be. It's possible we might stream together again towards the end of the week with a group of people. Actually, I wonder what that's about.
I had a cute idea about that this morning. I was going to text you, but I was just like, I was trying to get ready for work and things, and I was going to talk about this whole video we should do, but then I was like, I don't think I'm going to be there. Like, I don't know. Everybody would know where you were going to be before we could do that video.
Okay. I mean, I'm game to try it though. I want to try I wanted to do this with Wendy in Mexico last year. Like, the song, and Wendy has stormy eyes that flash at the sound of light. Like, do you know that song? Mm-mm. Oh, it's so good. So I want to make a music video, like with her going, like just run around the street, just doing fun stuff.
Oh, that'd be cute.
We should do like a music video.
That'd be cool. But so you want to know what my idea was?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know, does anybody know I
haven't told people yet, but you can.
Okay, but the videos that are out there of when people find these like baby animals and then they help them nurse them back to health and then they live with them, all stuff. I was gonna be like,
you found the baby Randy?
Yes. I was gonna do like a towel where they couldn't see and like, oh, I'm gonna take them, and then you're like jumping around in the backyard like you've grown up and you're like this.
That's great.
I thought that popped in my head this morning, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna text Randy.
You could do that. You just Photoshop my face on your cat.
No, but it would be cool.
Sounds wrong.
Cooler if it was actually you.
Well, I mean, like baby me, and then your cat is baby me, and then you see me. I don't know. We'll do. Okay. We'll try it out.
My head. Yeah, that would be funny.
What's up, Omar Kasaje? Trucking hangs the hey Randy. Up Randy Mondo. Oh yeah, back from Puerto Rico, getting 5,000 MCP points per day.
Oh, wow.
I do not get that much. I get like 1,900. What about you? What do you get?
I get like 800. Right now, I would have been a master collector. And they didn't change it.
Yeah.
I would have been excited about it. It's all right.
Same. Do you have any OMI on the app?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I wish I would have put more because I didn't get that secret rare.
Oh, true.
So I'm trying to save up for that. I'm throwing in. I've been flooring some things, so I've got a little money, but I'm just hoping the price goes down, and I'll get it. I'll get there.
Yeah. I'll add in. I'm trying not to add in as much money, but I'll have to add in a little bit more for the next Mighty set, and then the venomized, the Venom symbiote that we can go venomize them with on Sunday. So I might budget around 200 for that. Janoy Evans that purchased a secret rare stormtrooper for 180. He's getting that bread. Basically, what I'm spending on the next 2 drops, he spent on one secret rare. He's a beast.
I'm trying to find your video. I like to put my phone up here with your video going so I can see the comments better, because I don't think I can see all of them on here. Can we? I can't reply.
I think you can if you look at, I guess, the comments, but I've done that before on other people's streams, and it's hard to do when you're like trying to look at me and then you're trying to read the comments and they're all.
Yeah, so I put it up here with my laptop. Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's see where we are. Unfortunately, the video is not growing the user base at the rate that any of us would like. Even with MCP, new comment center, just not growing. What are your thoughts as to why this is? For the most part, it's just you have that narrative change, and they haven't tried to market. There's no trying to market for them. They might do 1 or 2 different things where they have like a collab or whatever. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, if it were me running it. I think me and you, we kind of made it vocal that we were going to try the community, the VeVe community manager job, and we co-community manager.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they did make a very nice choice with
Perfect
with
choice.
Yeah, very fine.
Yeah.
But with this, I mean, what I would do is I would go to all of the communities I've helped build, whether it's 4chan, Bojack, or Decat, and I would be like, hey guys, if you go in and you make a VeVe account and you buy one thing, it'd be worth $1.60. You'll be put into a raffle, and I'll give you 4chan coin, or I'll give you Decat token, or I'll give you Bojack token, and we would get hundreds of new users for a couple $100. It would be. I feel like that's what you would need to do. Go on and go to all these different things. Like, hey, I'll give you a free Cyclops NFT. If you go on, you get a new VeVe app. You get the VeVe app and you buy one thing. It could be $1.50, $1.25 comic. And then you get put in a raffle for a chance to win a free, what's that called? Cyclops NFT. It's worth $40. I feel like if you do that for each different, for each different fandom, you'd be able to get, a couple hundred users at a time each. I don't know. What about you? How would you go and grow, if you were community manager? How would you grow the user base?
I have no clue.
VeVe calendar?
Me?
Well, I meant like everyone. Should we have a VeVe calendar?
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be cool. I would love a VeVe calendar. That would be fun.
Would you participate?
Yeah, that would be fun. We could do it with all the Arizona people.
So when I meant VeVe, I was thinking like the firemen have like a calendar every year, and it would be like it'd be like a calendar where we're all in our bathing suits or something.
Oh my gosh, I don't know about that. My son, he didn't bring me my fries. Where are my fries?
The energy. Arbear saying VeVe is dead is the stupidest thing I've ever heard since MetaZoo being the next Pokemon. Did you get any MetaZoo stuff?
Any what?
MetaZoo. Remember when that came out like a year or two ago?
I didn't get any of that, like other company stuff.
Yeah, I didn't either. There was a bunch of people asking me, like, hey, you should tell David to collab with MetaZoo. And I think now if he wanted to, he can go and actually buy that whole IP for like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool if he did that. That'd be dope.
But I never.
Let's get there.
I'm all in on the VeVe stuff right now. Have been for a minute. So I never got any of that other stuff.
So you guys happen to have a pretty good VeVe fam out in Arizona. Outside of me, who are you guys trying to get to move there to grow the fam?
I don't think we're trying to get anybody to move there.
Just me?
No.
Why am I so special?
I mean, I don't think there's anybody willing to up and move.
That's true. Good point.
So are you going to still do it?
I mean, I'll see how the trip goes, and I'll see how things play out.
Because it is kind of warm now, so you'll be able to feel it a little bit. It's not as warm as it's going to get, but I think we've had 100-degree days. Like, I don't know if we got there today.
Oh, good. I need the warm.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it's cold over there. You're wearing a jacket. But yes. I mean, I'm wearing this. This is just my sleeves are short. But
yes, it is quite cool. If I can quote Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, it is quite cool. And
it's only 93 right now.
Oh, that sounds so cool! I can't wait. I can't wait to get there.
Right.
I'm gonna be sweating like nobody's business. I hope you all know that.
Yes. Okay, there we go. That'd be cool if you moved over here. We'd have lots of fun.
That'd be fun. I mean, I definitely want to get out of New York. They had I think Columbia University is the first, and there's going to be more. But they said, hey, no more physical school. It's all going to be virtual for the rest of the year. I mean, they have like a month left anyway before it, the school season ends. But a lot of it having to do with like a lot of the anti-Israel protests, and they're like taking over college campuses, and it's like, oh God, I don't know. New York's just getting not to be a fun place to be. I mean, it's still fun, but it's not nearly as much as it was. But
if you moved here, like I'm not available. Like I go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night during the weekdays. I'm a fuddy-duddy when I'm not out because I have to get up for work at 5 a.m.
But when OMI goes up, will you need to?
No. Oh, heck no. That's what I need that. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
So it's only temporary that you'll have to do that. And then we could be out. Maybe not every night, because every now and then I like to get up for early morning run, but you know.
I want to travel. I want to go to Italy. I have all the stuff that I still want to do.
I like Rome. Have you been to Italy before and you want to go back, or you haven't?
I lived in Germany as a kid when I think I was like 2 until I was about 5 and a half. So
yeah,
I
Germany's fun.
A little bit of it, but not a lot.
Have you seen the Lizzie McGuire movie?
Yes.
So you know how when she has that intro of Volar, and she goes in and she's like riding on a motorbike in just in the center of Rome, like that. So like I've done that, and that's really fun. Yeah. Rome is it's a little expensive, you know. But I mean, when OMI goes up, it's not really going to matter. It was expensive when I was in like my early 20s. Now, you know, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's if there's a group of us that go, that'll be fun.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, it's not even like I'm not even worried about going there by myself, because I know there's so many other VeVe fam there where I can be like, who's gonna meet up with me today?
You'd probably stay with people too. I mean, there's VeVe fam everywhere.
Oh my gosh, you know who I'd go see first?
Who?
Orange Bag Lady.
Oh, I love. Is she in Italy?
No, but she's in Ireland.
Yeah,
I'd go to Ireland. That would be the first person I'd be like, okay, I'd go to Ireland first. I'm Irish anyway, so
yeah, Ireland's great. Are you a redhead?
No, this is my hair color.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if you like dyed it, you know.
Well, I do kind of now because of grays.
But, nice.
Yeah, no longer dye for fun. I dye for necessity.
But the last like 3 girlfriends I had, they would always like dye their hair. I was like, no, I like a little gray, and they're like, ew, no, it's disgusting. I was like, no, it's awesome.
On guys, I like it, but not no.
Oh, I think a little bit of gray just defines a woman a little bit, you know, like you live, like you're a woman, you know. Like,
what if it's too much gray?
Is it though? Is it?
I have no idea, because I'm not letting it grow out. So.
Well, you gotta let it grow. You know, be like Elsa. Let it grow. Let it grow out a little bit.
I'm good. Maybe one day. But right now, I'm not ready.
So I was gonna say that you could do a Storm cosplay if you went all gray, but then you'd have to do like blackface, and I don't think that's a good.
No, I'd get in trouble. No. But
do you you've seen Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the first movie, there's a 3-headed dog. I think its name is Fluffy, and like you remember that it guards the Sorcerer's Stone. So me and my friends went on like a little Harry Potter cruise. It wasn't like a big cruise. It was like a 4-hour cruise on the Hudson. But we went on a Harry Potter themed cruise, and we went as like Fluffy, the 3-headed dog. We had a big collar. We had dog ears, and they were white. And I was like, you guys got to like put on makeup, like make yourselves brown. And they're like, we are not doing brown face. And I was like, no, like you have to. It's for the cosplay. And they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I agree with them. I'm sorry.
It's just don't want to see me have fun.
He takes trash projects that was sponsored him.
Yeah, that's fair. Who would you, if you decided to go and stream like we want you to, who would you not mind sponsoring? Like other companies outside of VeVe, like, oh, this video is sponsored by Coors Light or something. I don't know.
Who would like to sponsor me?
Yeah, like if you had a like if you like did a lot more YouTube videos and you got sponsors, and you'd be like, oh, hey, this video is sponsored by Essentia water, you know.
I don't know. Gosh, you ask the craziest questions I'm not prepared for. I don't know. Dr. Pepper.
They're cool. They always give me bubbles in my nose, though. I don't like it.
They're a Texas thing, so, and I'm a Texas girl.
I have HEB.
HEB.
What?
HEB is a grocery store in Texas also.
Oh.
Whataburger.
Whataburger. I got to get some of those.
That's a Texas thing too.
So there's no, I got Domino's before, and there's no Domino's word on the whole. Like, you could tell it's Domino's because of a little domino thing up there, but it doesn't say Domino's on the box.
Interesting.
Yeah, what the fudge? Not how you market people.
Now I'll put on sleeping.
Oh, sleeping! I'm gonna bring my white sleeping hat. It's gonna be great. I'll let you try it on.
I'm gonna steal it.
You better not. Freaking VeVe Magic stole my number 41.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Steal it. You left it over.
I see.
Yeah,
there's a couple of versions of that story, and the version that I'm going with is that she stole.
Just like I pushed you down.
Yes, that is what I tell everyone. I show them the video. They're like, "Watch out for this gal."
Mm-hmm. I'm a meanie.
Has your kid seen that video?
I don't know.
Got to show him. I'd be like, "Listen, if your mom hits you, you're not the only one."
I never hear. You know what? Oh, you're on my Facebook, so you saw what he did the other day when he called me old.
And he ran away.
Yeah. Because
great.
There was an older guy coming in the opposite direction, and I don't remember how it all went, but he was just like, yeah, old like him. And I gave him that look, squinty eyes. Boom, he took off. So what did I do? I didn't let him in the car. When I got to the car, I just let my door unlock, and he's like, pulled the door. I was like, I'm what? I'm what? So, that was funny.
That's awesome. What if I tell you that, Randy, you have a God complex? I don't. No. That was good. That was good. Let's grab the 321 Okomi Seeker. Oh, congrats, Sean, getting that number 321 logo. Oh, on Telegram, are you Infinity VeVe?
Who, him?
No, you.
Me? I'm Infinity.
What's your name on Telegram? Are you Infinity VeVe?
VeVe Fan Bam.
Oh, that's you on Telegram?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You've seen me in there for a long time. We've been in the same groups.
Yeah, but I thought, I don't know. I feel like this person has like a Funko Pop, and it looks like you. And yeah, hang on, I'll find it. Let me go to search.
Well, I mean, it's hard. It's going to be hard to make them very different, like when it's a Funko Pop. I mean, I know they've been doing really well with the AI, but especially if you say like brown curly hair, it's not going to give you a bunch of different versions.
Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, it or Infinite VeVe, like I don't know, it looks like you.
Oh, she's cute. No, that's not. Why would you think that was me?
The black hair, and you've had it straight before, and it just I don't know. I thought it was you.
That was not me.
Okay.
She's very beautiful though.
Because they're in the like the VeVe Gold logo group, and they're in the. So I was like, oh, I wonder if that's. Is it it's pretty active? I was like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't been on Telegram in a minute. I haven't been much of anywhere for a little bit.
Gotcha.
But I'm getting back in there. When you attended that private
SoCal
a diner in New York, and you were so upset after it.
For those of people that are just listening, saying when you attended the private dinner in New York and you were so upset after it, how many of those excitable things have come to pass so far?
What dinner?
Was I upset after? I was pretty excited after the private dinners in New York. I can really only think one.
Are you talking about New York Comic-Con?
If it was, that was in 2022, and I was very happy after that private dinner in New York. Well, there were two private dinners in New York. One was kind of advertised, one was not, but spell check killed that super chart. Disregard. Okay, Epico and okay, was there I'm not sure what he's talking about, but basically, if you're talking about the one in New York that happened in 2022 at Comic-Con that people knew about, then I would say I don't know, like half, and the other half hasn't happened yet. I mean, when things take place, they tend to take years to develop. Yeah. So, like, for example, like Alibaba, they've been planning that since 2022. They unofficially announced it through David last year. They hopefully will officially announce it later this year. Have we gone over that? Have me and you gone over the Alibaba deal?
Yeah, back whenever it all
Okay, yeah.
came out, but we didn't really talk about it much afterwards.
Copy.
So I'm going to see my notifications.
Cool.
Since all this stuff.
Paul B coming for VeVe again. Who will be VeVe's first female manager? Well, I mean, to speculate on that, you'd have to guess that my collectibles will have outgrown his position, maybe, let's say, in a year and a half.
Oh my god!
If that happens, I don't know. I mean, in a year and like, would you, after it all moons and it pumps, after you don't have to work, like, would you take a position at VeVe just to be like, okay, I owe you, or would you be like, nah, fam, this is my time to party?
I don't know. It just depends on the situation. I still don't think I would be the good fit for a community manager because I'm just different. I'm different. I'm not. I mean, look at me. I feed into the FUD sometimes. I shouldn't be doing that if I'm a community manager. I don't speak as professionally as I should. I play around a lot. Especially, I mean, I love being on Twitter and playing with everybody, like Captain Aura and Fro and Death Bunny and like just all like we have so much fun on there, and it's just that's not community manager material. In my opinion.
So my collectibles actually said they had to do a deep dive on his Twitter because of what happened with Ryan. Yeah. And they're just like, they had to go back years.
I mean, I don't really have anything on mine like that would be like that, but I have argued with trolls and things here and there, and I've gotten a lot better. I started blocking, gotten a lot better, but like today, I wasn't planning on saying anything to him, but I watched this stupid little video and couldn't help myself.
And I love you so much. Like I think I think the only one I might love more than you is your cat. Your cat's pretty heckin' cool. She's
around here somewhere. I didn't let her in here because she would be.
Oh, I can't wait to see your kitty. Oh my god, I can't wait to go on. I feel like. All right. But if there was, I don't know, a female manager, maybe
Magic.
If you take yourself out of the running, Lori said she wouldn't do it. Maybe VeVe Magic. Although I feel like she's too pure for this position. I don't know the amount of hate that she would get. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
If does a lot that y'all don't even realize is Slammy. She's in Discord a lot. On Twitter, she's Slammy_learns. She is amazing. She has her crap together. Like with the women of VeVe and everything, she is just so amazing. And you guys need to give her a follow. But yeah, I would totally vote for her to be community manager if Magic didn't want to do it. Other than that, I know there's other options out there.
I think Sparky would be really good.
Oh my gosh, Sparky would be crazy.
Sparky would be, I mean, she doesn't take no shit though. She's like, she's. But I want to hang out with her more. She's like, awesome.
She's smart. She's smart and everything. She comes like her comebacks are good.
She's got a lot of common sense. She's really and then it's cool. Got to recap what's been discussed so far. I mean,
Paul Barron is trash. Trash is Paul Barron.
Yeah, they are each other. I love the FUD. Gives better entry prices. Preach. Ron Sizik, music, sports weren't great. I mean, we've just had the beginning of those. They're actually pretty heckin' awesome. But again, and they all sold out. Oh no, the music, the actual music did sell out, but the jukebox did not sell out.
Really?
Yeah, the jukebox did not. That I think there's like 1,500 left or 1,200 left, something like that.
I have 2 of those.
Oh, I should get more than one too. What I really want is I want to have a like you ever go to a bar and it has like a jukebox there, and you can like for like $20 you can play songs for like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I want there to be a super massive jukebox in the VeVe-verse, and if you burn like I don't know like 10,000 OMI or burn like $50 worth of OMI, you can go on and have people listen to like 3 songs, the entire VeVe-verse. Like it blasts through everyone's yards. And I would just, first off, I want to do that. I think that'd be great. If we could do that, what songs would you play?
Ha ha ha. Okay. I've got to mix it up a little bit. You got to have one song of gangster rap. Let's do some Tupac. One song of Tupac. Which one?
Okay.
He's got a few good ones. Let's just go with let's go California Love.
Okay.
Then let's do something that some people aren't really used to. Let's do, I don't know if y'all know who Leonard Cohen is. He's the one that sings Hallelujah. I'm not a very religious person, but he has such a great voice.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait a minute. Can I have like 4 songs?
Yeah, sure.
I'm a huge Bee Gees fan. So something Bee Gees. I don't know which one. But then we got to have Footloose.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Remember, that's your song.
That's a good one.
That's your song from San Diego.
If we were to get a Tupac song, I mean, California Love is great, but there's
some others.
There's a version of Eminem's "Without Me" that has Tupac like singing it. Like you could look it up on like TikTok.
That would be cool. I love Eminem.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm trying to look for the lyrics right now. It's not on Google, but you could just go and look at it through. We can't play it because it'll be, be demonetized. Mm-hmm. Although I forgot about Dre. If we're going with if we're going to rap, that's so good. If we go, so I guess I would like to do one from like each generation. I guess if we do 4, I would have something like the Beatles from obviously get something in the 60s.
Mm-hmm. You know what still sticks in my head? Oh, go ahead, finish yours, and then I'm gonna say something.
Oh no, tell that story because I'm just trying to think of which Beatles song.
I remember when Puddin' Cheeks sent that one for Jurassic Park. It's just the instrumental. And put the headphones on, it's like so amazing. Like that would be amazing to play throughout the whole VeVe-verse.
Maybe for everybody's first time when they're entering the VeVe-verse, you go through the Jurassic Park gate, and maybe that's what should play. Like, oh god, I went to. So I'll get back to my Beatles thing, but there's a guy you used to know him on that Discord. He used to be called Morbo. He used to call himself, "Oh, Morbo does this. Morbo strong."
Yes.
So his name is Jackson. I didn't serve with him. He came in by the time I was getting out, but I knew him from years ago, and we went to the Jurassic Park double feature in 2022. They played the first Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. And then they played the second, and we got stupid drunk for it. And I don't know, that first Jurassic Park on the big theater in the big screen where back in the day I didn't see Jurassic Park in theaters because I was too young. My parents wouldn't take me. Mm-hmm. So to see that in theaters in 2020 as an adult drunk, just that music. Mm-hmm. That was so beautiful.
It's nice.
But I don't know what Beatles song. I'm thinking I Want to Hold Your Hand's a really good one. Mm-hmm. What's the one? It was she was just 17. You know what I mean? What's the name of that song? Wait.
Let me Google.
Could I dance with an... Anyway, so one of those two songs I really like.
I saw her standing there.
Oh yeah, oh so good. So I'd say that one, and then for, I mean, I guess if you're going to gangster, I guess that Tupac Eminem song.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would do like, I don't know, maybe a Green Day song because I freaking love them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like Avril Lavigne's like Skater Boy. Maybe like Cascada's Every Time We Touch. I don't know. I would have like a freaking mid 2000s Paradise. I don't know.
It'd be hard to choose just.
Yeah. Well, I think Alfred Kahn is, well, so I actually talked to Al today. He's got a bunch of different companies, outside of being chief brand officer or wherever his position was at VeVe, which I'm sure they could still go and talk to each other and do business together. But he's got a bunch of other different companies, and he's he's in his 70s. He's really busy.
Yeah.
Bray will make RY, OMI token. Oh no, OMI token is definitely the one this will run.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been buying OMI past couple months? I know you've been busy. But...
A little bit, not too much. So Al's no longer with VeVe?
I'm not sure what it says on his Twitter. I'm gonna take a look. See that?
Yeah, I haven't even heard. Mm-hmm.
Ah, shoot.
I'm sure he's still gonna come hang out with us, though, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I accidentally clicked on a Snapchat and I was like, oh god, I didn't mean to do that. So I had to tell him, like, I accidentally clicked on this. We'll check later. Let's see.
CMO at VeVe. It says.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He means previously Pokemon Cabbage Patch Kids. So I guess he is still on the payroll technically.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting when the Vverse comes out. OMI to NFT. OMI to NFT. I think we actually should get this quarter. I'm going to say in June. How do you plan to restrain yourself from spending your OMI? Because I don't know how we'll be able to do that.
Well, I will definitely sell some things for OMI, so that'll help.
Like what?
That's my plan. I have a couple of things in there that I wanted to just sell for OMI.
Oh, what did you have that I really wanted?
Oh, my number 88.
The Golden Dragon?
Yeah.
Was it the Golden Dragon or the... Oh, it was the... Oh, okay, yeah. How much you want for that?
I don't want to get rid of that one. that was like a good score there. Almost as good as getting a 41.
It's probably better than getting a 41, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, so what if we do this? Trying to be, I accidentally hit my wallet. Didn't mean to do that. All right, so what if outside of the OMI I plan to give you, I also give you 2 other Golden Dragons?
I don't think mine are gold. I don't think mine's the gold one.
Oh, yours is the...
I think it's colored. Now you're like, never mind.
Well, I still want it, but... Well, let's see what a fair assessment would be. Let me find this
color on it, I'm pretty sure.
All right, let me find the set. All right, I got the set. The floor. Oh my god, the floor is $6. I should buy another one of these. How many do I have? Actually, what's a sub? No, I don't need a sub 100. I'll just pick up the floor.
Oh, it's number 888. Okay, so the 88 I think I got with the Betty Boop.
All right,
yeah.
So all right. So I bought the floor of that.
Yeah, 88 is Betty Boop.
Oh, so you have the 888. Honestly, that might even be better than the 88. Wait, the 88 is listed for 88,000. Obviously, nobody's buying that. The number 60 is listed for 40.
Is that Betty Boop? Hold on.
Betty Boop.
I hate when this does this. Anyway, this one right here, she's 88.
Nice. You probably sell that for a little bit as well.
It's Silicon. He's saying hello.
So Silicon. We should all have a drink for Silicon this weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What was I saying? I don't remember.
Anyway,
guys,
on
the movie. Got to remind everybody about San Diego Comic-Con.
yes.
We want to rent out a theater room to watch Deadpool, the release day on Thursday night. We still have to get the timing right because officially it's not being released until the 27th.
But there'll be a
Thursday
midnight
the
release.
26th, but usually they'll kind of open one up late or whatever. So if you guys want to go, if you're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, send me a message. I'm going to get you on the list. We'll have more details as we can get them. Right now, the theater is just having us wait until they can confirm the date and things. So it would be amazing to have you guys. Like, I've invited some others, like the Addiction Comic people. I don't know if they're going to make it. But Vincent was excited to hear about it. There's others. I don't know if Dave and Dan are going to go or not. They might be busy, but maybe we can get Reese to go. I haven't told Reese yet. I'm going to tell him. I'll tell him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm trying to work with it. So if anybody has any large amount of OMI that they're looking to sell, let me know. We got still in this whale month here, and we are purchasing as much as we can. So let us know. Turtle Golf saying, what about OMI burns? Do we need to sweeten the pot for our giveaway to incentivize the burn? Have you heard about what they are doing?
Me, I haven't heard it. No, I've been kind of MIA lately.
That is all good. I will go and catch you up. This is coming from Superstar Money. And let me go and, oh my God, they post and retweet so much. I don't know.
Where are they? I haven't even seen them in my feed lately.
Me neither. Okay, here they go. 3 days ago, said they're happy to announce we have once again partnered with Turtle Golf and My Cat 4, who's Squid Cat over on X, saying, of the Gold Dragon Club, assist in giving away a 7-night stay at Disney's Old Key West Resort in Orlando, Florida, which I have done.
Mm-hmm.
The check-in date will be on August 9th, and the check-out date will be August 16th. The winner is responsible for any and all additional costs associated with stay, including travel expenses, room charges, resort fees, etc. All you have to do, and be advised, the estimated current value based on the nightly rate is actually a $7,000 value. So, yeah. All entrants must opt in to participate in the giveaway. 10 entries if you own a Starboy, verified in the Superstar Money Discord. I'm not sure really what that is. But 20 entries if you own one or more Golden Dragon, not the one that we were just talking about, but the Gold Dragon from Scott Tolson. 40 entries if you own both. There's going to be 50 entries if you sweep that Gold Dragon floor, which was already done. And then there's going to be 1 entry per 5,000 OMI sent to the VeVe wallet. So if you have 100 entries, if you burn 500,000 OMI. So if you burn, let's say, $320 worth of OMI, you get 100 entries, and you might win a vacation worth about $7,000. So, I don't know how many people can fit in that room. If I win, you want to go?
Hell yeah.
We'll get I mean, I assume they could probably get more rooms as well. We can make a party out of it. Get a bunch of people going.
Yeah.
11 FUD. 40. Oh, you have 41 Fantastic Four number ones. I'll get to 51. Damn.
Ooh,
have you been buying anything recently?
Yes. I keep looking for my phone. It's up here. But I mean, I got the comics had me addicted for a minute there, like getting the new VeVe comics.
Same.
And so I sold one for like 400.
Yeah.
So I was doing some buying. That's how I was able to get my little symbiote. I got the ghost spider.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I got number 56 on that one on the drop.
Oh my God. Epic.
Heck yeah. I got 11 stormtroopers now. So yay. I got some comic books. I was getting some Scotty Young and Peach Momoko.
Nice. So. Jason Penny asking Randy, how much OMI do you need to have $1 million in 2025? Depends if I don't know, if we're 10 cents, you need, 10 million. But that's, that's if we reach 10 cents and you sell at, but again, that's selling, not including the taxes you have to pay, from getting that. But if you want to be technical, at 10 cents, you need 10 million. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, I get up to 200 million. I'm at like 184.5, so I'll keep everyone posted. Oh, Philip VeVe recommends South France Côte d'Azur. I've been to France once, maybe twice, at least once. Have you ever been to France? No.
Just Germany. But I know, I mean, I don't know what all we went through for all that, but I don't remember it much. I remember the flight back. It was horrible.
Oh, no.
I was sick, like the whole time.
Oh, no.
I was like 5 years old and like, bleh.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. I remember being on 2 planes and then a car ride. It was like, oh, it was miserable.
Oh, yeah. For a 5-year-old, that's rough. Chuck and I's last year was in Rome with the family, convinced them to walk around Vatican City, and they were not impressed. Huh.
What?
Maybe they were not. They were getting some culture. Yeah, I would love some transfers and trading. That'd be great.
That's my main thing. That's the main reason I want to go to Italy. I want to see the history. I want to see like all that stuff. I'm super excited about it. And then I'll definitely go to Australia, New Zealand. There are 2 people. Okay, so a friend of mine at Heather's house a few weeks ago, we were a friend that came by. She was so dark, like super dark. And I'm like, what's going on? She was like, oh, I've been in New Zealand for like a few months. I remember it was a few months. And I was like, good Lord. And then I was hiking this weekend and this woman's running by me. And I was like, man, you have an amazing tan. She's like, oh, I just got back from New Zealand. And I'm like, good Lord, that's where the sun is at, apparently.
Pink Panther says favorite 2 people. Oh. Oh, Pink Panther. Thank you so much, man. We love you. We already have a community manager. They do. We're talking about another one when My Collectibles has reached when he's reached superstardom and he's making, I don't know, 180 grand a year for commercials. I don't know. I don't know when he's got a bunch.
He's amazing. I'm so happy for him. Like, yeah. I congratulate him everywhere I saw. Like, we were in Discord, on Twitter. Like, I sent him a message. Like, all these things. I was just like, I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm super, super happy for him. So happy.
I think I may have intentionally or unintentionally made him feel a little bit.
Oh, you called him daddy.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was going to ask you about that. Like, what did you do?
Sometimes you gotta just make your friends feel uncomfortable a little bit, and just call them daddy.
I didn't know if that was y'all's thing, or did you just slide it in there? Like, I was going to ask you about that.
No, it was just fun. Like, I'm just razzing him, busting his balls a little bit.
Yeah, magic would be great.
I know, Big A. Thank you for calling me out. I appreciate it. I need more people like you in my life. I was in partying. Oh, all right. So, Fan Bam, if we're solely interested in partying, gold and silver logo or the OMI Secret Rare logo, which group do you go in? And I mean, we haven't seen the OMI Secret Rare logo party yet. We've only seen the VeVe Secret Rare, and those parties are amazing. VeVe Secret Rare logo.
Yeah. So right now I'm gonna have to go with the gold logo.
But that's just because we have experience with them.
Yes.
With the Secret Rare peeps, I don't know, the OMI logo.
Isn't the OMI logo Secret Rare also?
Yeah, it is, and that's they seem like they could be pretty wild if need be. Yeah.
But what about a gold and silver logo and a Secret Rare OMI logo? You have to have both.
I think that would be so awesome that the universe would implode.
Talk to the first time live, my collectibles on your stream. Oh, that's right. Yeah, energy. Oh, sorry, I'm reading.
Are you reading ahead? Where are we?
Oh, I was just, the energy was saying talk the first time live to my collectibles, like on my stream. He's a nice guy. Yeah, my collectibles is amazing. And even in person, he's one of those like rare that you just want to like make sure nothing ever happens to him.
It's I had a guy that I was working with that he sold a bunch of silver for OMI. Not at all. He's selling more all the time without me, obviously, because I haven't been there in a month. Yeah, good times. Lost Bitcoin or all good. Oh, nice. You found some Bitcoin. There you go. Yeah, we love silicone. He's our bae. We might have a couple of drinks for him this weekend.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was already like hungover last weekend. Not last week.
2 weekends ago.
Was it 2 weekends ago already? Oh, this weekend, 2 weekends. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we had so much fun over there. We were at Tina and Rudy's.
Nice.
Great people. They're great people.
Yeah, I can't wait. So what is the I think Friday is going to be a little bit of a just like kind of chill sash. We hang out, we eat some food, we prep our bodies for the hell we're going to put it through on Saturday.
Vegetables, fruits and vegetables, and water and everything.
Yeah.
Whew.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the market will start to turn up when we get OMI to NFT. So hopefully that's in June. We shall see. But yeah, outside of I know that dragon you don't want to sell. What other stuff are you looking to sell for OMI?
It all depends on at the time, but I will never sell my logo.
Nice.
I did sell some stuff that because I want that secret rare. But I mean, I have some Disney stuff. Just depends on what is pumping at the time too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna throw it in there.
I'll sell a bunch of my stuff if we're pumping. You know, if we're pumping, my number 43 Luke's. I'll sell some sub 100 Mighties. I'll sell. I mean, heck, my number 41 logo collection. If someone offers me a super stupid amount for it, and I'll do it. Heck it.
Yeah, I sold one of my monkeys. The Hear More Evil.
Oh, nice.
Rare. I sold him so I can get the logo. But I have my 49. I did get a number 49 of that.
Cool.
I got a number 73 of the second gold and silver logo. That's cool.
The number 41 mint of the Bart skateboard on The Simpsons just sold for $2,500.
Oh, I know. Sean's been updating with that stuff. That's pretty cool.
Sean is my freaking hero with that.
Oh, I know. I love Sean.
I love him. I love him more.
We better be invited to that wedding. He's going to be watching this like, oh, shit. Just kidding. You don't have to invite us. We're going to crash. It's okay.
When's he getting married?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
But they're so perfect together. So cute.
Yeah, I think, I don't know what it was. I think I met her, I was stupid drunk, I think it was the gold logo party last year. I met her.
In New York?
Yeah. And I don't know what I did.
She was at the first party, that first night. I met her.
Oh, maybe
that's when we were leaving. Yeah, it was the first party. It was the Funko party.
I guess I did something to impress her or just make her laugh. Because like Sean said that like she loved me for some reason. And I think the only thing I was really doing, I think I was just like singing like, I'm just a teenager. I think that was the only thing that I was doing. So I guess she liked that for some reason.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. She's a really nice girl.
Yeah. I believe VeVe and Marvel will both share a booth again. They should be anyway.
Yeah.
On the first time. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, both community managers are Canadian. What is going on?
Canada.
Is that, do we have to like kick their asses and take over? America.
I'll take you have to take down Foster. I'll take down my collectibles.
We can do that. That's fine.
We'll just watch y'all fight. We'll be like, great fight, eh?
I'll throw some bagels at him and watch him struggle to pronounce bagel and be like, it's a bagel. And then I'll...
Yeah, they were the best. Both of them were the best person for the job. Foster with OMI is like really good too.
Do mints really matter? This reminds me of a meme I saw that like the beach was covered in starfish, and this guy goes and and there's like I don't know 600,000 starfish, or they're covering the beach, and this guy is slowly grabbing starfish and throwing them back in the ocean. And this one guy comes up to him and is like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like it's not going to matter. And the guy says, well, it matters to this one. And he throws them back in the ocean. So I think that even if mints, even if they don't matter to most people, and I think that most people at least recognize their value, even if they only really matter to a select few, they matter to those select few. And those select few right now, currently, like, you see the algorithms and you see the patterns on what they're worth. So I think they do. It's my opinion. What about you, Fan Bam?
Yeah, I think mints matter. I'm not a mint hunter. If I happen to I've gotten some good ones recently. But when I go to buy in the marketplace, usually I'll just go for whatever's cheapest, but I'll look for the lowest mint for that whatever's cheapest. I'll just stay within a certain price range. But it's never been a big deal to me. Some it matters a lot. And there are some that I might look for a certain mint, like they have those, what do you call them? I don't even remember what it's called, but where it was the sign, like they had Aries and they had, there were these girls, like whatever. I got my birth sign, and if I was to find my birthday on that, I would probably want that mint just because it's my birthday, but it doesn't even really matter for me.
So I have a one or two things that I think can only be discussed privately. Do you have anything you want to go and discuss publicly before we go off camera?
No, I can't think of anything. Okay.
All right, cool beans. Everyone, thank you so much for coming here. We're thankful we could hang out with you and answer your questions. We hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe you'll see more of us soon. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Oh. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi.
It was great being on here. It was great